Grok 4 versus ChatGPT, two of the biggest names in artificial intelligence right now. But here's the real question. When you strip away all the hype, which one actually gives you the better experience? And more importantly, which one should you be using? Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a fascinating head-to-head comparison. Grok 4, Elon Musk's bold new AI challenger, versus ChatGPT, OpenAI's flagship model that has already transformed the way millions of people interact with technology. Both of these systems promise incredible things: smarter answers, deeper reasoning, more natural conversation. But promises are one thing, real-world performance is another. Because here's the twist. Even though Grok 4 comes with real-time search and unfiltered responses powered by X's Colossus supercomputer, ChatGPT has quietly evolved into a versatile, reliable tool that balances creativity with safety. And those differences matter more than you think. So stick around. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where each one shines, where each one struggles, and which one might be the smarter choice for you. To answer that, we've gone beyond surface-level marketing. We've run extensive hands-on tests, explored a variety of real-world scenarios, and even gathered feedback from both everyday users and AI industry experts. The goal here is to give you an honest, no-fluff, side-by-side breakdown. First, let's set the stage by clarifying what each of these AI titans claims to be and what they actually offer. Grok 4 is Elon Musk's X.AI answer to the future of artificial intelligence, a next-generation system built on the colossal power of the Colossus supercomputer. It's designed for advanced reasoning, live real-time search, and a refreshingly unfiltered conversation style that aims to push past the boundaries of traditional AI assistants. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is OpenAI's flagship AI product, arguably the most widely recognized AI chatbot on the planet. It's available to the public in multiple versions, with ChatGPT 4 for regular consumers and the enhanced GPT 4.5 for professional users. Now, before we start dissecting their strengths and weaknesses, let's do a quick feature snapshot. Starting with the context window, Grok 4 offers a massive memory capacity, while ChatGPT supports over 200,000 tokens in certain configurations, allowing it to handle extensive conversations and complex documents. In terms of real-time capabilities, ChatGPT includes limited browsing and search functionality, while Grok 4's search tools are built for instant, live queries. And in the multimodal arena, where text, images, and more come together, both offer impressive tools, but they approach them in very different ways. When it comes to capabilities, both platforms support a range of creative and functional outputs. You can generate text, create images, and even combine different modes of content. For ChatGPT, the entry point is the Plus tier, starting at $20 per month. This subscription gives users access to GPT-4 and improved performance over the free tier. One of ChatGPT's strongest selling points is its high reasoning benchmarks, especially when it comes to structured logic and creative problem solving. In terms of personality and filtering, ChatGPT's tone tends to lean towards safe, polished, and corporate, ideal for professional settings where brand consistency and cautious communication are key. And for developers, OpenAI also provides a robust API for integrating ChatGPT's capabilities into custom applications. Now, let's turn to Grok. This AI offers a 256K token context window, allowing it to handle massive conversations, multi-document analyses, or long-form creative projects without losing track of earlier details. Grok is deeply integrated with X, Twitter, enabling real-time searches, live trend monitoring, and seamless social data analysis. It also supports multimodal inputs and outputs, making it just as capable in text as it is in image generation and other content forms. Pricing for Grok starts at $30 per month, which is $10 higher than ChatGPT Plus. However, that extra cost comes with best-in-class reasoning performance in math and science and a personality system that's far more flexible. Instead of a single default tone, Grok allows you to choose from a variety of personas, from bold and witty to serious and professional. You can even opt for lighthearted roles like unhinged comedian, or go the other direction with focused roles like Grok doc or Grok therapist. There's also loyal friend for casual conversation and homework helper for academic support. This persona-based approach means Grok can adapt its style and energy to match your mood, your audience, or the context of your project, something ChatGPT currently doesn't offer in the same dynamic way. You'll notice that Grok does include clear disclaimers for certain personas. For example, if you choose Grok Therapist, it will remind you that it's not an actual licensed mental health professional and will advise you to consult one for genuine medical or psychological support. It also cautions against sharing personally identifiable information. These safety measures ensure that even with its bolder personalities, Grok maintains a layer of responsible use. Now, moving on to core capabilities, this is where the comparison gets interesting. In terms of deep thinking, complex problem solving, and advanced technical analysis, Grok 4 is a powerhouse. Benchmark tests show that it outperforms ChatGPT 4 in multiple domains, particularly in graduate-level mathematics, programming challenges, and scientific problem solving. In some advanced calculus and high-level math assessments, Grok 4 has achieved perfect scores. One of the reasons for this is Grok's multi-agent architecture. Instead of processing a complex problem in a strictly linear way, it can run several reasoning agents concurrently. This allows it to break down multi-layered tasks, solve them in parallel, and then synthesize the results into a coherent answer. This approach gives Grok an edge in areas like live market analysis, debugging intricate code, handling dense scientific queries, and providing deeper, more nuanced insights in highly technical fields. That said, ChatGPT still holds its crown in certain areas, especially for everyday tasks and creative work. It remains one of the best tools for content creation, storytelling, storyboarding, and idea generation. To demonstrate where Grok 4 can surpass ChatGPT, I ran the same academic-style prompt through both models. The request was, identify the literature gap for industrial organizational psychology, propose 3 variables for research, and ensure the topics are suitable for a quantitative study. ChatGPT's response. ChatGPT quickly generated a list of key areas for potential research, alongside a few variables that could be explored. It also provided a summary table that outlined possible topics, the associated key variables, and a suggested research design. The ideas were clear, easy to follow, and academically sound, perfectly serviceable for someone in the early brainstorming stage. Grok 4's response. Grok, however, went several steps further. It not only identified 3 highly specific and under-researched topics within IO psychology, but also broke down each topic into independent variables, IVS, and dependent variables, DVS. For each topic, it specified the research focus and how it fits into an existing literature gap, the exact variables to measure, the mediator or moderator that should be examined, a suggested methodological approach for conducting the study, potential measurement scales and relevant statistical techniques, such as mediation or moderation analysis. This level of granularity meant that instead of just providing ideas, Grok was essentially drafting a research blueprint, making it significantly more actionable for someone ready to start data collection or prepare a research proposal. The difference here illustrates a broader pattern. ChatGPT excels in generating clean, generalist-friendly content, while Grok 4 thrives when the task demands precise, multi-layered reasoning and domain-specific depth. When it came to testing image generation, I ran the same prompt through both models. Create an image of a team of people working together in an office setting. Grok 4's output. Grok produced 2 different image variations. While the overall style leaned slightly toward a more stylized, less hyper-realistic look, what stood out was its customization flexibility. Once the images were generated, I could instantly swap or modify the background, adjust or entirely change the subjects in the scene, remove people or objects from the image with just a few clicks. This built-in edit-on-the-fly workflow is incredibly useful, especially for someone who wants to tweak an image without starting from scratch. For example, if I needed the same office scene but with a different decor style, or without certain team members in view, Grok made that process quick and intuitive. ChatGPT's output. ChatGPT's generated image leaned more toward realism, producing a scene that looked more like a candid office snapshot. The composition felt natural and well lit, and the office setting was more contextualized. However, there were some oddities in the body language and gaze directions of the people, subtle details that slightly broke the immersion. Where ChatGPT currently falls behind is in post-generation editing. While you can regenerate images or try a new prompt, it lacks the immediate point-and-click adjustment tools that Grok offers. In terms of workflow, Grok 4 clearly prioritizes depth and flexibility over raw speed. It can take noticeably longer to generate results, whether for images or text, but the trade-off is a richer, more adjustable final output. This makes it an excellent fit for research, content planning, or complex creative briefs where quality and precision matter more than instant turnaround. Conversely, ChatGPT shines in fast response scenarios. If I just need something quick, say, give me 5 catchy captions for a marketing post, ChatGPT produces polished options almost instantly, making it a better choice for quick-hit creative needs. Based on the tests and back-and-forth comparisons so far, one thing became increasingly clear. Grok 4 generally takes more time to respond than ChatGPT. Even for simpler queries, Grok tends to pause, process, and think in a way that feels deliberate. This isn't necessarily a drawback, it's part of the design philosophy. Grok aims to prioritize detail, depth, and multi-angle reasoning over sheer speed. In other words, if you value an answer that is not just quick, but also layered with context and analysis, Grok is willing to take those extra seconds to deliver it. By contrast, ChatGPT has mastered the art of instant, polished responses. For quick creative outputs, casual conversations, or rapid brainstorming, ChatGPT wins hands down in terms of speed and smoothness. When it comes to real-time information, both models have their strengths, but their approaches are quite different. ChatGPT is capable of browsing and searching, especially when browsing is enabled, but this is still somewhat tightly bound within its plugin ecosystem. It can pull fresh information, but it's not built for constant deep integration with live data platforms. Grok 4, on the other hand, takes this further by offering direct hooks into Twitter X's real-time stream. This makes it incredibly powerful for situations where you need minute-by-minute updates. Whether that's tracking a breaking news story, analyzing market sentiment, or monitoring the reaction to a trending hashtag. If your workflow relies on staying plugged into the pulse of live online conversations, Grok simply has an edge here. For technical users, both platforms have serious capabilities, but their strengths are slightly different. Grok 4's code variant is designed specifically with developers in mind. It is scored higher than ChatGPT on certain software engineering SWE benchmarks and excels in step-by-step debugging and problem-solving. One standout feature is its multi-agent architecture, which allows Grok to simulate different problem solvers working together on the same coding challenge. ChatGPT also delivers strong coding assistance. It's excellent at generating quick code snippets, explaining concepts, and offering API guidance. Its speed makes it the better option for smaller coding tasks. When it comes to cost, Grok 4 offers a limited free tier for casual use, but the real power is unlocked in the paid plan. Pricing starts at $30 per month, which is $10 more than ChatGPT Plus. For that extra cost, you're getting expanded reasoning capabilities, advanced integration with X/Twitter, and the ability to handle 256K tokens in a single context. ChatGPT Plus, on the other hand, sits at $20 per month and offers an impressive 200,000 token window, along with access to GPT-4, image generation, and browsing. For many users, especially those focused on everyday productivity, the lower price point makes it an appealing choice. When it comes to pricing, the difference is pretty significant. For Grok 4, the standard plan starts at $30 per month, while the heavy plan, designed for maximum performance and the most demanding tasks, comes in at a steep $300 per month. That's definitely a higher investment, but you're paying for a package that prioritizes advanced reasoning, real-time integrations, and an exceptionally large context window. ChatGPT takes a more accessible approach. So, which one is better? The answer really depends on your needs and priorities. If you want creative writing, polished content, and immediate responses for everyday tasks, ChatGPT is your go-to. It's efficient, affordable, and easy to use. If you need in-depth analysis, advanced coding assistance, complex research capabilities, and more dynamic, less filtered conversation styles, then Grok 4 is the clear choice, provided you're willing to invest a bit more. At the end of the day, these are both incredibly powerful AI tools, each excelling in different areas. The real question is, what do you value more? Speed and polish, or depth and flexibility? If you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more AI reviews, and drop a comment below letting me know which platform you'd choose and why.